Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hiya. I'm assuming, since you've clicked on this video, that you might experience shaking hands, a feeling that you are unable to focus your vision, that everything becomes quicker than you can react to, and possibly that you feel panic in certain situations. Now, I'm a very confident person when it comes to speaking in front of people, when it comes to talking to new people, and working with situations that are beyond my reach, such as aggressive people or people who want to inflict harm on somebody else. I never thought I would be that kind of person 5 years ago. When I was in school, I was so afraid of speaking in front of people, even to the point which I remember very clearly when I was in school and I got a grade A all the time in English. But when I was asked to translate in front of everybody fire truck into Norwegian, I did not know how to do this. I was so scared, and I promptly ended up just not being able to do it. Now, let me just sit myself correctly. And I want you to realize that what I'm saying here might not work for everybody, but it definitely did work for me. I want you to envision yourself what happens to you when you're nervous and when you're stressed. Is there a legitimate reason for it? Or is it just your body realizing that you are in a place where you don't have to be and you can leave it, but you're still going through it? That's when, well, just very quickly, there's two parts of your nervous system. You have the system you can control, and you have the automatic. And there's two parts of the automatic nervous system. That's called the parasympathicus and the sympathicus. The parasympathicus nervous system, which is part of the automated nervous system, is the part that is in charge when you are relaxed and when your body is at ease. The sympathetic nervous system is when you're in fear, doing work, or where your body needs to be on edge. The sympathetic nervous system, it does a lot of things, but just for you to understand, when the sympathetic nervous system is in charge, your heart rate increases, your metabolism increases, your breathing increases, and it just prepares for everything bad that can happen. And now you might think, well damn, it's automated, I can't do anything. Because that makes sense, right? You don't directly think about how fast my heart is going to beat. It also automatically would have been real exhausting if you were to jog somewhere and damn, my heart rate, I need to raise it, or I need to make sure I don't open the muscle that lets urine out of the bladder. That would be exhausting, right? So, how can we control this sympathicus nervous reaction whenever we are nervous or feeling like we're in a situation we don't want to be? So, I had big problems with this, so I started doing research. You know, there's these 80-minute long speakings where people will take $100 from you and will talk about like imagining people naked and whatever. But I think the only thing that really worked for me is a 2-step thing that I do. And after time, I've begun to combine them. Now, where I got this method was from the military. When they are going to end up in situations where they will maybe have to shoot someone or get shot, they are required to keep their heart rate under a specific number. Now, how can they do that? How are they able to do this? How are they able to relax the body even in these intense situations? And how can you do it? Because, the stress reaction and the release of hormones that increases the heart rate is automatic. But we can do a hack, per se, to override the sympathicus nervous system and embrace the relaxed, the parasympathetic nervous system. So what I want you to do, and I want you to do this with me, this is what people in the military are taught, and this is what I did when I had to speak in front of 400 teachers, and I had to tell them a story and other stuff that I did as a part of my mental health state speech that I did before. I want you to breathe in for 4 seconds. I want you to hold it for 4 seconds. And I want you to release it for 4 seconds. Then I want you to hold. Then I want you to breathe in again. Kind of like this. I breathe in. I breathe out. I hold. And I breathe in again. Doing this will send signals to your brain that you are in a relaxed place and that you have control. This will cause your body to lower your heart rate. It will decrease hormone secretion and it will relax your hands. I don't want you to be worried if it doesn't work immediately, because the hormone system is a slow reacting system. The nervous system is a fast reacting one. So when it's starting, you'll begin to feel a little bit of relaxation, and as you keep doing it, you will feel more and more and more and more relaxation. If you do this, I'm crossing my fingers for you that you will be able to manage your anxiety and stress. The other part that I do is that I envision what is the worst thing that can happen in this scenario, and if it does happen, what are the after effects on it. Such as when I was going to speak, I envisioned, what if I stumble on a word? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I do something that will make people laugh? What will be the aftermath? And what can I do to prevent it? So I thought, well, the one way I can prevent this is to practice and to make sure that I know what to say. So I did that. Then I knew I've practiced, I've done everything I can, I am prepared. The other thing I thought of was, if I stumble on a word, what can I do? The worst thing I can do is to focus on it and stop speaking. If I simply keep going, nobody will mind. That's the same thing that I do here. Sometimes I stumble on my words as well. Sometimes I say the wrong thing, and I need to quickly repeat myself and keep going. Every time I take a breathing break, I tend to make sure that I align my words with the breathing, to make sure that I do deep inhales and I do deep exhales. Doing this will ensure that you maintain your body at a relaxed, focused, and concentrated level. With people that have diagnosed anxiety, I completely feel for you. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. And I really am cheering for you, that you will be able to live your life as you wish, even with this entire burden on you. I do not have an anxiety disorder. I do not have a stress disorder. I am simply a person who have felt the effects of stress, even to the point where I vomited before I held a speech. But this stopped after I started using the method, and I want to go through it with you once more before I say goodbye. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds and repeat. Further on as you go, you can even start to envision the air going in to your nose, down your breathing tube, into your lungs. Feel your lungs expand. Then you feel your lungs contract, your chest goes deep. You can feel the air moving up from your lungs, through your throat and out your nose. You can feel the warming effect when you breathe out, and you can feel the cooling effect when you breathe in. Now, remember, whenever you are in a situation, thinking about the worst thing that can happen is something we cannot stop. A lot of people say I often just try to not think about the worst things that can happen. If you could do that, I congratulate you. I'm absolutely not able to do that at all. Such as when I had my final exam in giving syringes or injections, apologies. I was so afraid of, what if I used the wrong needle? What if I inject in the wrong area? What if I shake so much that I miss? What if I prick myself with a needle? But in the worst case, I had to think, what is the worst thing that can happen? If I prick myself with a needle, I could show that I know the procedure extremely well of blood transmission disease and the procedures you need to take when this happens. I could say I've pricked myself, therefore some blood is on this syringe. I will then remove the actual, well, in English I don't know what it is, but I guess it's canile. In Norwegian it's kanul, so I will remove the canile and replace it with something else. At the same time, I will use another syringe, which is the actual plastic tube in itself, just to be 100% sure that I will not transmit any blood and cause a autoimmune reaction. And when you think and prepare yourself for the worst things that can happen, you might even realize that they do not happen. And it's always the best thing to do to think about it after. What was I worried about, and did it happen? As my father says, most of the things we worry about will never, ever, ever happen. I'm cheering for you. I'm sitting here with my hands up, hoping that you will be able to do and achieve everything that you want in life. You got this. I believe in you. I have an issue believing in myself sometimes, but imagine if I have an issue believing in myself, and if others have, it's completely normal to feel this way. But people don't look at you the same way you look at yourself. People might be jealous, envious, or even disappointed that they are not able to do what you are doing. Believe in yourself. Focus on your own health and try your hardest to maintain a relaxed state of mind, even though you might feel like the entire world is crumbling. There's an airplane going over my house, so this is a great time to say goodbye. I'm cheering for you. You got this. I believe in you.